These are trees owned by Ian Black at Craighead, near to Denny, and it's here we're going to be selecting the gold grade for Tillington.
So Ian, we've stopped at this one of your trees. To me this is the perfect top grade tree. Lovely and green already and furnished all the way up to the top of the tree. Yep. Now to me that would be a gold grade tree. You agree?
Yeah, definitely. Very nice tree, slim, nice colour, full tree, a gold. As good as we can do.
So even a tree like this, Ian, you know, from my perspective, you know, the customer is always so different, and this is similar to the tree we've got before, but a little bit wider, and still a lovely tree, and I'd be very happy with that. I mean, that's a gold grade?
That's a gold grade. That is towards the heaviest end of the spectrum from a width perspective, but it's full all the way to the top. Yeah, nice tree, good colour. Yep.
Good.
Happy? Andy, gold quality tree.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice, well furnished, good tree. Very nice tree. Happy with that.
This happens to be the very next one. It's got to be a gold. Happy with that?
Again, yeah, well furnished, nice tree, nice colour.
Yep.
Yeah, nice set of branches near the top, good tree. Yeah.
This next one. What's your opinion on this one?
Nice tree again, not quite as good as the other tree, but I'd be happy to set that as sort of the lower end of gold grade, but a nice tree, well furnished.
Yeah, exactly my opinion. This is a little bit lighter, but the rest of it is.
Yeah.
It's well balanced, nice colour.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
Yeah. So Ian, we've come to this one, not quite as tall, about a 150, 180, but as you know, in the retail, there's so many different types of customers, and not everybody decorates a tree, and this one is a denser tree. And I would have customers that wouldn't put decorations on, just perhaps put something on the top, but this is a really nice gold grade tree, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. Very full at the top, very dense, lovely colour. 150, 180, yeah.
Good tree. So Ian, we've stopped here next to this one. It's a lovely big tree. I mean, how big is this one?
12, 13 foot.
Right, took some time to produce.
This takes a lot of time and effort, frankly. You have to prune it annually to try and culture the tree to be slightly narrower, but this one is very full right to the top. It's one thing growing it, it's the second thing harvesting it, keeping this clean. But this is definitely a lovely tree.
Yeah, agreed.
Welcome to Westar Aquatrade, where the Duff family grow their Christmas trees, and they have probably some of the best large Nordman fir you'll see anywhere in the UK.
There's a lovely tree you got here, Doug. I mean, this is what sort of size is this?
So this one here, just from looking at it, is about 4 metres.
Yeah.
We do have plenty of trees this size and plus up to about 6 metres.
Yeah, I mean, I would look at that in our Tillington range. You can call that a gold tree. I mean, does that fit in with your size?
Well, we would class this as a premium grade.
Yeah, that's a lovely tree.
Yeah.
And just looking, I mean, this one here, it's not still quite a nice tree, but not quite as bushy. I mean, that's for us. That would be a silver grade. Does that fit in?
We would, well, just because of the shape isn't quite like this one, we would class this as a standard grade.
Yeah, it's still a really nice
But
tree.
still
I mean,
good.
we've got plenty of customers for that type of tree.
Yeah.
This is a lovely tree here, Doug. Caught my eye on the way up. I mean, it's a gold grade again, but it's that little bit narrower.
It is, it's much slimmer than the one we were looking at before. The beauty of it is we have plenty of trees, different varieties, different sizes.
I mean, we have a lot of customers with big trees of this sort of size where, although it's a big tree, they actually want it a little bit narrower, and that fits the bill perfectly. Beautiful tree, that one.
Good.
Welcome to Drynie Woodlands, probably the largest specialist Nordman Christmas tree farm in Europe with over 2,000 acres of fabulous quality trees. We're here today specifically for the Tillington Group to look at the silver grade trees, the wonderful new Slimshape tree and the bronze grade.
So in here, Andy, we've marked the silver grade as normal with the NeedleFresh blue tag. You happy with what's been graded in here?
Yeah, I'd be happy with those. With sizing, with around 150, 180.
Yeah, well, this is top end of the size, yeah.
Yeah, they're quite good.
And further down here, heavier end of the spec.
Yep, that's a nice tree. We'd be happy with that again. But just casting back, I wouldn't be happy with that one, seeing with the blue label.
Yeah.
I mean, would you agree that's
just
not
because
good enough for
there's not enough in here, yeah.
No. Okay,
yeah, that's
so
fair enough.
That would come out of the range,
yeah. So Andy, this is where we've marked our Slimshape trees with the red and white tag here, and you can also see there's a secondary tag on here, which is the max tape. So I sent guys through before the trees grew. They went through, and the same guys who were marking the trees went through and tagged the trees of what they thought could be produced as a Slimshape tree. We've then been through with secateurs, not with shears, with secateurs, and shaped in at the bottom, fork pruned the tree to bring it in at the bottom so that we've got that nice consistent shape all the way down. We've got the premium fullness at the top and we don't have that explosion at the bottom, so that you've got a nice big tree that still fits in a small space, and I think there's a market for that. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, no, it's an important thing. We do have a lot of customers that want a tree 7 foot plus.
Yeah.
But really, ideally, needs to be the footprint of something only 5.5 foot wide, which is, I think, with what you're creating here. I mean, it's a great example of a tree where suddenly it's appealing to customers that wouldn't in the past looking at a real tree.
Yeah, and certainly it's a characteristic of the Nordman where it's very wide at the bottom, but we're trying to bring that in. Without people necessarily being able to see the work that we've done on the tree. So this is more examples of the slim shaped trees. This is actually a tree that's naturally become a slim shaped tree. We haven't marked it as we have this one specifically to be shaped as a slim shaped tree, but it's still
really nice tree.
Still nice and full to the top. Sometimes a little bit more layering on the slim shaped trees, but when it has a nice consistent shape, then I think that's what we're aiming for, yeah.
This is a really nice different tree. We still in garden centres today get asked an awful lot for traditional blue spruce. This year they're a really steely colour. Obviously they come in cut form, sizes between 1.5 metres right up to about 1.8 metres. Really good colour this year.
So this is the Tillington bronze grade. I would say this is towards the top end of the bronze grade that we'd be marking. Something that's a little bit more open, maybe has a fault in the back as this one does, that we can't quite mark for a silver grade.
Yeah, in the size 2 to 250 would that be?
That would be a 2 to 250. Most of the trees in here would be 2 to 250, yeah.
Yeah, good.
And there's a few more
Fine.
examples here. Another one here, probably towards the lower end of the spec.
Yep.
As I was saying before, sometimes they've got a fault in the one side and stronger in the other side, but a more open tree, but we're still looking for something that's uniform and Christmas tree shaped.
Yeah, we'd be happy with that, yeah.
Yeah, and this one over here, another example of the bronze grade, slightly more layered and a bit more open than the silver grade, but still, you know, a nice shaped tree. I hope you agree.
Yeah, we'd be happy with that. Yeah, again, 2 to 250. It fits the needs of a customer. You know, promotional grade or bronze grade, third grade. Yeah, nice tree. Yeah, it fits the bill.
Yeah. And I don't know what you feel about that, Andy. My personal feeling is that's too poor for a bronze grade.
Yes, it is. I think it's. Yeah, no, we wouldn't accept that. It's not furnished
And this
enough.
here?
Same thing, really. Yeah, just not quite good enough for to fit in the bronze grade. No.
Yeah. No, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And obviously, as per usual, we're not going to mark anything, even if it's a nice tree. We're not going to mark anything without a leader.
Correct. Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Welcome to Denmark. We're here today to look at the Geiger operation, particularly the cut Nordland fir, the cut Fraser fir, and their superb production of pot-growing trees. Particularly for Tillington, we're going to be looking at the gold grade, the 180-210 and the 210-240. So now let's look at the grading on the Nordland fir, and I'm here today with Kelt, who many of you will remember was in Scotland for 20 years and has been grading the trees for us here in Denmark. Kelt, here's a 210-240 gold grade. Tell us a little bit about it. Why have you marked this tree?
This the density of the tree, and then we have there's no gaps in. Is even the whole way up, and the gap up here is a big impact on how the trees is going to look like when they're coming out. So that is picking out from the density, and there's still the narrowness in the tree.
Yeah, it's a lovely tree.
So
and the tree behind you?
That is marked out as a silver.
Yeah.
And the reason is silver is the gap in here.
Yeah.
And it's just in the wrong place for putting into anything else. But it's the rest of the tree is nice, but it's just in the wrong place.
If that gap wasn't there, we'd be into gold, wouldn't we?
We'll be laying in the gold.
Still a heavy tree, really nice tree. Yeah. And then over there, we've got another one marked down as gold.
We have a gold here. It's close to becoming onto artificial trees.
Yeah.
Which have been shaped a lot of times, and the density, and again, there's no gaps anywhere. And that is,
good as you can get.
Yeah,
really.
you can't get anything else.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of those in that area we're marking out in. And here again, we have actually a 210-240 gold, but it's much more narrow.
Yeah.
But again, it's even the whole way up. It's filling out, so you don't have any gaps anywhere, and that is it's a nice 240 actually tree we're standing in front of.
Yeah. And there's an increasing market for that, Kelt, it appears.
It seems there's more market for it now, but we need to start when the trees are small to make that product here.
Yeah.
And a lot of effort in to keep those gaps as small as possible.
And I noticed that there really isn't much evidence of any cutting on the
No.
outside of the tree.
You can see here, because of the cutting has been done on the right time, you're actually producing a new bud.
Okay,
So it's natural.
great tree.
Yeah.
We're here at Gießen, 100 hectares of pot-grown trees, 1 million trees in the ground, with rows that extend 1 kilometre into the distance. And it's here that we have the best production of pot-grown trees, probably anywhere in Europe. Here's a tree that's just been harvested with the famous climate bag, which has been put on to keep the moisture around the pot once the roots have been taken out of the ground. And if we take the climate bag off, there we have the pot freshly dug out of the ground with lots of fresh, healthy root. By leaving that bag on the tree until it arrives with the customer, we ensure that all that moisture stays around the roots and the tree is in the best possible health. And indeed, if you look after your tree well over the Christmas period, there's every chance it'll grow in the garden again after Christmas. So here we are on Rasmus Gallagher's farm and we're looking at Fraser fir production. And I'm standing next to an absolute perfect specimen that any garden centre would be proud to have on display. It's a lovely tree, it's a non-needle drop tree, it's a lovely scent and it's uniform all the way to the top. So here we got some great production of Fraser. Rasmus, tell us something about these trees. They're absolutely fantastic.
Yes, this is the Fraser fir, and we, as I say, we shape cut it 3 times a year. We go into in the winter before they grow, and when they start to grow, we go in again with a soft shot and cut it off. And because we do that, you don't see the scars so much, so it covers up, gets really bushy and looks more natural.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And of course, the great thing is the fact that you can't see all those cuts on the tree, which I have to say has been what's put a lot of customers off over the last few years. Absolutely fantastic. And what about this guy here?
Yeah, here you have the traditional Norman, and here we have the Slimshape trees. It gets more and more popular to get a slimmer tree, and we try to do that with the Fraser. Go in an early stage, when they're really young, and start to cut them then and keep on doing it all the way up. So we get a more narrow tree, but still bushy and full all the way up.
Yeah, I'm sure these are going to be really popular with people. And as you say, it means that they can get a tree into a much smaller space and still enjoy the whole effect of a large tree in the house. So Rasmus, any garden centre in the UK would be proud to have a tree like this. It's absolutely top of the range in terms of quality. And presumably in Europe you would sell this as a top quality tree as well?
Yes, this is what we supply as a first quality all over Europe.